Hello, everybody. Miss Debbie here. It is so nice to see you. I am here in the children's room at your favorite library. And you can see the sign behind me says, Welcome back. We missed you, and we are open for full service. So please come in. The children's room is gorgeous, lots of new books, and everyone's here to help you out. So we're going to start with our song. I know you know how to sing it. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you today? And when we sing this in person, everyone is waving. We'll have another in person story time on the lawn in October, a little bit earlier in the afternoon, because it's going to start getting dark early. It is getting dark early right now. So when we're all together, we practice waving. Some people wave like this, little grandmas wave like this, and some people wave like this, hi. And the queen waves like this, queen, very queenly, and the pope just waves like that. So, but it's all, everyone has a different wave personality. So, I brought my little friend with me tonight. He's a sock puppet, or he's an octopus made out of a sock. Isn't he cute? His name is Owly. I don't know why, but he wants to be called Owly, even though he's an octopus. So maybe it's because he has such big, beautiful eyes. I don't know. Maybe it's a girl. I don't know. She needs a little hairdo if she's a girl. But I love this puppet. It's so cute. Maybe he'll sit on my shoulder. I hope you have a little story time buddy with you tonight, um, just to snuggle with. And it's good to keep your dolls around for comfort. Yeah. So let's do our Thumpkin song. I know you have all been practicing um, getting those fingers coordinated. And we also learn manners in this song. Um, and it's kind of self explanatory, and you've sung it with me before. So let's go. Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Now, it's very polite when somebody says, How are you? To say, Fine, I'm very well, thank you. You always thank them for asking, and then it's polite to ask back, How are you? And these fingers bow to each other, and that was a form of respect in the old days when this song was invented, because men would bow, they would tip their hat, and ladies would curtsy. Um, and we should bring some of that respect back to our courteous relationships. And our next finger, you know what that one's called, pointer. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. The next finger I call Tall Lady. She's an African queen. She's quite tall, and she has regal clothes on, lots of jewelry around her neck, and a tall crown as well. And she doesn't run, she strides because she's a queen. Where is Tall Lady? Where is Tall Lady? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, ma'am? Very well, I thank you. Stride away, stride away. The next finger is ring finger, because people generally wear rings on the ring finger. I don't. I wear them on all my fingers. And ring finger is very difficult to put up all by itself, but we're going to try. It's a little good exercise for Ring Man. Where is Ring Man? Where is Ring Man? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. And our last finger, you know what that one is. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, dude? Very well, I thank you. Skip away, skip away. All right, let's just squeeze our fingers. They've worked a little bit hard, get the blood flowing back in them. And, because they're going to spend a long night tucked under your pillow or under your cheek and not moving. So we're going to give them, as much blood flowing through it as we can before we settle down. So, like I said, come to the library and find there's dozens and dozens of good books. Tonight, we're just going to share 3 of them. And our first book is called All Ears, All Eyes. I particularly like the pictures in this book, and I'll try to show them to you up close. The illustrator's name is Catherine Tillotson, and she's done a fabulous job. The author is Richard Jackson. He didn't write too many words, but she put the feeling in the pictures. Who hears and who sees? All ears and all eyes. An owl hoots in our dimming woods. So owls come out in the very late afternoon as dusk is coming. The sun goes down, but it's still light. It's called twilight. And that's when the owls come out, and they'll stay out until the morning. So if you go for a walk at twilight or a walk in the morning before the sun rises, you're likely to hear the owls. Here's a little secret. Right over at Lewanika Park, the owls live, and you can hear them hooting, and it's amazing. The first time I heard an owl at Lewanika Park, I thought someone was making fun of me because they were going hoot, hoot, hoot. And I'm like, who is that? Why are you making fun of me? But it was really an owl. I was amazed. An owl hoots in our dimming woods. Can you see the owl in this picture? Yeah. Hoo, hoo. Look at that beautiful sunset, right? The orange sky coming behind the trees there. And here you can see the owl again. Hoo, hoo. Who else is there? Raccoon at sundown romping, and another, her brother, chomping. So there's the raccoons. They're also night animals. They come out at night. What scoots between the roots? Do you see that? Looks like a porcupine to me. I don't think I've ever seen one of those locally. All ears a bat flies, wings are whirring. So let's see if we can see the bat. Do you see the bat? Yes, bats come out just after sundown. You'll see, you can see them. As light falls and night rises, what surprises and what sings? Well, here's a picture of 2 flying squirrels. I don't know that we have flying squirrels in our neighborhoods. We have bats, though. And if you're not too lucky, the bats could be roosting in your house. That's something that needs to be taken care of if that happens. Crick, crick, crickets cheering in the thick thickets. And you could see a couple of crickets on the branches there. Can you still hear the crickets at night? We'll still hear them until we have a very cold snap. And there's that owl again. Hoo, hoo. And do you see another face? Maybe a deer in the thicket. This is a wonderful book. Remember the title, All Ears, All Eyes. A fox flees, bark, bark, barking. Foxes sound just like dogs. Look at that beautiful red fox. They'll see you. You can see them in Lewanika as well. Chipmunks are stirring and harking on tree trunks. So there's a couple of chipmunks. or one chipmunk and, yeah, two chipmunks. Now the chipmunks are stirring. That means they're just gently moving. But are they harking? I have a bone to pick with this author. Harking is an old, archaic word. No one uses it anymore. It means listen. All right, so hark, hark, listen. Did you ever hear anyone say hark? No, but he put it in this book. One mouse, two, me, you, all eyes. Wink, and there are fireflies everywhere, flicking, flashing in mid-air. Are there still fireflies around? They seem to come out in July. Fox, mouse, owl, bat, this and that. Was that a cat? In our deep, dark wood. Where? So all the animals are looking. The owl is looking down. The fox is looking. The mouse is looking down. What is that? The bat, or is that a bat or a flying squirrel? Do you see a cat in this picture? No, I don't. Oh, shh, there it is. Sneaking around in the tall, dark grass. You see it? You hear it? The tree frog agog, scree, scree, screeing on a log, log. And hoo, hoo, the owl is hooing again. Do you see the frog? Are you sure that's a frog, or is it a leaf? Is that an owl, or is it leaves and twigs? It's interesting that the woods at night are an interesting thing. Owls call, bats whir, frogs peep, crickets chirr, foxes bark. Blur, the woods get blurry. The moon pales among the trees. Do you see the moon up there? Yeah, shining the light. Comes a breeze. They bend and bow, and behind those deep in the dark, near to brimming now. The trees are bending in the breeze. Nature's arc glows. An arc is a big boat, so maybe Earth or the forest is the boat that gathers tiny and tall, splendid and small. This is, you're seeing the forest from a distance. You see some deer running and the stars coming out. And sails us all to sleep. So the wind and all those beautiful sights and sounds sail us off to sleep. Here's a picture of the night sky with the leaves blowing. It's that time of year again. The end. A very lovely, gentle book for going to sleep with. So let's sing our happy song, our Skidamarink song. And remember, we like to do sign language. So baby sign language is I love you, like this, I love you. And American Sign Language is I, point to yourself, I love, cross your heart, you. Easy, you. Ready? Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the beautiful moon. Oh, skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you, cha-cha-cha. And don't be afraid to sneak in that cha-cha-cha. Oh, I have another book about a good night. Well, it is bedtime story time, so we have some bedtime stories. This one is called Good Night Owl by Greg Pizzoli. He draw the pictures as well as write the book. It's kind of a funny book. I'm dropping some of my things that I'm going to use later. Good night, Owl. I hope you don't have a night like Owl has. He just can't settle down. Here he is. He's looking out his window. Here's Owl. And here's something else. Do you see what that is? Looks like a little mouse. And he's smiling or laughing. Mouse, mischief mouse. Owl was settling into bed when he heard a noise. He heard a little squeak noise under his bed. Squeak. It was a tiny sound, no louder than a whisper. Squeak. A funny noise he hadn't heard before. Someone must be at the door, said Owl. Just a minute, I'm coming. And there's Mouse hiding behind his bed. And Owl gets out of bed and puts his house coat on to go answer the door. But no one was there. Just the wind. See the wind? See that line? That's wind. Probably the wind, said Owl. And he lay down in bed and said to himself, Good night, Owl. And then he heard the noise again. Squeak! Look at that silly, mischievous mouse. It's coming from the cupboard, said Owl. So he went to take a look. And there's his cupboard. Do you have a cupboard like that? I do. He emptied every shelf, and there was no noise to be found. Look where Mouse is hiding. He's hiding over there. But Owl took everything off the shelf and scattered it all over the floor. So Owl went back to bed. Good night, Owl, he said to himself. And then he heard the noise. Squeak. It must be under the floor, said Owl. Look at him on his bed. And he pulled up the floorboards one by one. Here, look, he's using a hammer and a crowbar to pull up the floorboards, and he's pulling up the nails. But he didn't find the noise. So Owl went back to bed. Look, he's curling up on his side. Ah, look at silly Mouse hiding over the headboard. Squeak! This house has a noisy roof, yelled Owl. He's getting a little angry. And he took down the roof. There, said Owl, no more noise. He took the roof off. Owl got back into bed, the stars and the moon shining down where his roof used to be. Good night, Owl, he said. This is just like camping. But Owl didn't close his eyes. He didn't dare. He knew that any second he would hear the noise. He waited and waited and waited and waited. Squeak! It's in the walls, Owl screeched. Now he's really mad. I'll get you, Noise, Owl said, as he tore down the walls of his house. Oy. But he found nothing. The cupboard was empty. The floorboards were pulled up. The roof was pulled down, and the walls were gone. Owl went back to bed, and he said, Good night, Owl. And then he saw the noise. Squeak! Owl smiled. He said, Good night, Noise. And they both went to sleep. Isn't that a silly book, but a nice book? It's a nice, quiet book. So I have a song that we haven't done in a couple of months, actually, since the summer. But since a lot of my friends are back in school, or your big brothers and sisters are in school, and you might want to learn a few things to keep up with them, That's what this song is going to teach us. We're going to learn some of the letters of the alphabet. Mostly they're called vowels. And they're called A, E, I, O, and U. And we're going to put them in a silly song so we can remember the sounds of these letters. They form our words. And it's called Apples and Bananas. Do you like apples and bananas? Yeah. So the verse goes like this. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. Now, we're going to put the letter A sound in there, okay? So we're going to switch out all of those vowels and put the A. Can you say A? Okay, it goes like this. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. Remember what letter this is? E. E sounds like E, E, right? It's a fun letter to tuck into that song, so let's do it. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. Everyone knows what letter this is, right? I. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. Isn't this fun? O. This is the letter O. I love this letter because it's the same as a number. It's like number 0. Even the word 0 has the letter O in it. It's pretty interesting. I like to oat, oat, oat opals and bananas. I like to oat, oat, oat opals and bananas. And our last letter makes such a funny noise. Ooh, U or ooh. I like to oot, 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 ooples and bananas. I like to oot, 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 ooples and bananas. That's a lot of hard work. So let's put our vowels back where they belong and sing the song the way it should be. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. That song will put you in sleepy land, won't it? It's kind of like a slow down song. Have you seen Twinkle? Twinkle is up in the sky when we go to bed, and Twinkle is still there in the morning. He is so bright. Some people call him Sirius. Let's be serious. His name is Twinkle. But he's up there watching us all night long. He's a pretty bright star, so he shines brightly even when the moon is full. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. So make a wish. You could share it if you like, or you don't have to. You could keep it to yourself and make a wish. Twinkle's listening. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Bye, Twinkle. Hey, we wave hello and we wave goodbye. Isn't that amazing? Bye, Twinkle. We'll see you. See you right before we go to bed if we look out the window, right? Ah, well, it must be time for Lily White's party. Remember we said Lily White, it's the Lily White sheets that you're climbing into, but not a lot of people have white sheets anymore. They have Thomas the Tank Engine sheets or unicorn sheets or princess or mine are pink and blue flowers. Owlie wants to go to bed. It must be time for Lily White's party. So let's get ready for bed. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face before we go to bed. This is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth before we go to bed. This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair before we go to bed. This is the way we blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss. This is the way we blow a kiss before we go to bed. One more story, Miss Debbie? Sure. This is fun. It's called No Go Sleep by Kate Pfeiffer and illustrated by Jules Pfeiffer. No Go Sleep. Do you get like that? Or do you know any baby that gets like that? They don't want to go to sleep. I like to go to sleep. One night when the stars were out and the moon was bright, look at that moon. A baby said, "No go sleep." And there's his parents. They've already read him a story and washed his face and changed his diaper. And he said, "No go sleep." And the baby's mommy said, "It's time for you to close your eyes and think sweet thoughts." And the baby's daddy said, "Put your head down now and fall fast asleep. Close your eyes, close them, close them." And the son said, "I've gone for the day. When you wake up, I'll be back to play." And the moon said, "Don't be scared. I'll keep the night light for you." And the stars said, "We will twinkle and sprinkle sweet dreams down to you." And a car driving by said, "Beep, beep, sleep, sleep." And the birds said, "We'll sing you a song, tweet, tweet." And the frogs said, "We'll croak the chorus, ribbit, ribbit." And the bunnies said, "We'll be listening with our big ears and our bright shining eyes." And the owl said, "Who? Yes, me. I'll stay awake and watch over you." And the trees said, "Close your eyes and listen to the bustle of my rustle." Right? The wind through the leaves very gently puts you to sleep. And the sheep said, "Count us 1, 2, 3, and you'll fall asleep. Ba, ba." And the front door said, "I'm closed until morning." And the goldfish said, "We won't swim away." And the dog said nothing. He was already asleep. And the shoes said, "We're just too tired to walk another step. Good night." And a doll said, "I have my jammies on." And the teddy bear said, "It's time to snuggle." And the mommy said, "Please go to sleep." And the baby said, "No," and closed both eyes and fell asleep, even though he didn't want to go to sleep. Night, night, sweet dreams. Isn't that fun? babies just don't like to go to sleep. I like to go to sleep and then I like to wake up in the morning. So, go hippity hop to bed. I'd rather stay up instead. When mother says must, there's nothing but just go hippity hop to bed. So, day is done, gone the sun, from the land, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest, dreams are nigh. Remember, nigh means near, so dreams are near. And my song to you, until I see you next week, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Good night. Thanks for coming to story time. I'll see you next week. Sweet dreams.